So this is my I'm gonna read you my profile information on Grindr.
Okay.
This is the description of my profile. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
It's my name, my age. Brought to you by mediocrity, sponsored by delusion,
Okay.
sustained by self-deprecation.
Okay. Okay. And what do you want my opinion on?
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I hate people who are just like, I want cock, or like,
Uh,
come meet me at my house and dump fucking
Mask
hot
for
loads in
mask.
me. Mass for mass. I want that uncut thing in my. Yeah, I don't want that. I want, like, I want to read someone's profile and it be like, fun, inviting. Give me, like, either give me some truth, like, tell me exactly, like, who you are as a person or what you do or what you're looking for in, like, a not very, like, overtly disgusting, descriptive way,
Right.
or give
Right.
me something fun. Like, tell me a joke.
When I was on Grinder, super briefly, like
Yeah.
for 30 minutes maybe. I think my caption on my profile was "Send me dank memes and you'll be my best friend."
Oh my God, I remember this. I do believe that that's true.
I'm pretty
Um,
sure that's what my profile said.
yeah. I want fun. Like I want to look at it and giggle. So I think that's funny. I think people are gonna read that
T.
and be like, "Gee, it tickles when it comes out." I think people are gonna read that and they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's like a funny person," or like he's very like modest. He's talking about how shitty of a person he is. Um,
Are you cold? Are you cold?
Honestly, I left the windows open upstairs to air out the house because I like to do that every so often because my
Mm-hmm.
dogs and and
Oh
cooking.
yeah,
Um,
I'm actually very warm in my room right now. It's quite
yeah.
quite warm.
I mean, I have the space heater directly blowing on me and I'm still cold,
Can
but
I directly blow on you?
yeah,
Okay, here I come. Anyway, I've been recording, so
yeah. I'm not surprised, shocked, or bothered by that.
listen. When you said grinder profile, I was like, I'm gonna capture whatever is gonna
I'm
happen
gonna
right
capture
now.
this moment, and you
I'm
did. I'm gonna have
cap.
cock time right now.
I'm gonna have cock time right now.
That should
Anyway,
be my grinder profile description.
I want to have cock time right now.
I'm gonna have cock time right now.
Looking. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the What to the Gays Thing podcast. I am Matt Klubeck, and today I have my hottie with a body, Pat. How you doing,
My
Pat?
double whore.
My dumble whore.
I'm oh, here we go. I'm sick again.
Again. Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
this would have been this will be 1 week since the previous episode for our listeners, but for us, it will have
it's the
been
same
about
day.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Here's the coalescence of my
Moira?
illnesses. Coalescence? You
Moira.
th Why are you thinking about Moira? Oh,
Moira's Moira's ultimate in
I
Overwatch.
I thought you meant Moira Rose. I was like, wait, what does that have to do? Oh God.
Ah.
Anyway, Alexis, it's about the coalescence.
Es-
Anyway, um, for the viewer and listener, um, I had some really bad diarrhea a couple weeks ago
Great. I
that put
love
me
this.
that put me in the hospital for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we talked about that.
yeah, just a reminder because I want to talk about how frequently I'm sick now.
Oh.
Um, Shitty, bloody diarrhea, and
Mm.
I went to the hospital. They fingered my butt.
Mm.
No blood. The woman fingered me, came out like no blood. So
did
they gave
did
me
she
some.
giggle like that? Just like that.
No, she was more like, "Oh, that's weird." I was like, "It's weird that there's not blood." Great. I guess I was good for having it. I had a scan. I talked about it already, and then I just got antibiotics, and then I was fine.
Yeah,
Now, my birthday happened. We talked about it last episode.
we
A couple
did.
days after my birthday party, I should say, I started to get a little sick, and I was like, "Oh, COVID." So I
Why not?
swabbed and negative. I'm like, okay. I also don't have a fever. Um, all I have is just a cough and congestion. And the cough was just a little at first, but now it's like a deep, sort of non-productive dry cough, and the
Ugh.
congestion is real.
Ugh. I
Real,
hate
real,
when it
real, real.
gets to that phase.
Yeah, it's like it's on its way out, I think, but
Hmm.
it's holding on. It has my lungs in a death grip.
So you got the gay cold, basically. Is that
Yeah,
so?
because we were out. Well, it's funny. Trent, who was out with us, Julian's boyfriend, is also sick. And I was like, oh, maybe we both got the same thing, but no one else got sick. So I guess we were just the weakest
No,
links.
I get maybe. I didn't get sick. Which did you get a
Um,
flu shot this year?
I did.
I think we may have mentioned this already. I
We
thought
did.
maybe it could be the flu because I did get my flu shot, but apparently
Yeah.
not.
I got it right around the time I got my COVID booster. No, my second dose.
Which I think they were doing a second. I think they were doing the flu and like the second dose together at one point.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, you're here. You might as well just get it. I
Yeah,
think that's what
yeah,
happened.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, E.
yeah. Well, I guess you are the weakest links because I didn't get sick. I don't think Jackie got sick
Well, Jackie is sick. So
in the
if you
in the.
stay sick, you don't gotta get sick.
I was gonna say they're sick in the pussy. Never mind. Yeah.
So now I'm sick.
Anyway.
And then as I'm struggling with this cold, which by the way, I had a meeting on Thursday and I went in because I didn't have COVID. And Rutgers like school thing, which did I ever say I go to Rutgers? I go to Rutgers.
I think
Everyone
you
knows now.
may have mentioned it once or twice.
Well, oops, I said it.
Oops.
Basically their thing is now even if you have COVID, you don't have to self-isolate, and it's like, I don't like that idea.
Said that.
Um, so
Okay.
I had a meeting on Thursday, and I had to pretend I wasn't sick because I knew if I started coughing up a storm, everyone's gonna look at me like giving me the stink
He's
eye.
got
So
the
then
COVID.
then on like Friday, no, Thursday night, we were gaming together.
Ah.
Thursday night, we were
Oh
gaming
yeah,
together.
we were on the What Do the Gamers Think Twitch channel.
Oh my
Link in
God,
the
but we
description.
streamed Monday and Thursday. And we were with Jackie
Oh, and we were
at
streaming
MG.
Valheim. It was
We
amazing.
were. And we were sitting down for like a couple hours of gaming, and I got up and I had hives. So many hives in my body. So
Yes,
many. And I was like,
yes.
oh, this happens sometimes. I'm gonna take a Benadryl, I'm gonna put some hydrocortisone cream on it. It's gonna be a wrap. I wake up the next morning, no honey.
No.
No honey. It got worse. And I was like, well, so I thought maybe this would have just been a couple days thing. I woke up the day after, it's back again. I was like, well, what the fuck? And then I sent you that lovely image.
Yes, I wish you
Maybe
hadn't
I'll put
cropped
it.
out your underwear, but
You just see my bulge, my huge fucking beer can
yeah, and
bulge.
I wanted to see it
And I
and
wanted to see it. So I maybe I'll put it on Twitter, not the bulge, maybe
oh.
just the leg, just a little bit of my leg.
Mhm.
It was really nasty. And I've recently, went to the doctor, went to urgent care, waited an hour to see a doctor. That was great. Um, and then she gave me some prednisone, which is an
Mm.
oral steroid.
Mhm.
And then she's like, take a Claritin with the prednisone, take a Benadryl at night. And she even was like, take some Pepsid, but I don't want to take Pepsid. So prednisone, for people who don't know, it is a steroid you take. It's a pill. It's not like a steroid is in like, roiding out at the gym.
Yeah.
It's just to reduce inflammation.
Yeah.
So prednisone, however, is a tapered medication. So
Mhm.
you have
Mhm.
to follow very strict dosages and when you take it and how much you take. So I have this cute little tablet sheet now that has like
Mm.
it goes by like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first day is like 2 in the morning, one at lunch, and one at supper, and then two before bed. And then it just goes down one by one after that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've had this before. I've taken prednisone before. It does knock it out. My body, they don't know. I've been to an allergist, immunologist. They don't know why it happens, but I do know that one time it was so bad. It was so bad. I had to go to the hospital for it because it starts as like a little patch, somewhere in my body.
Yeah.
And then it was on my arm that one time several years ago. It crept down my arm and up my arm, all the way up to my neck. And then my tongue started to swell.
Oh, yeah, but that's a good time to go to the hospital.
And then I had to wake my stepdad up at 3 in the morning and go, I think I'm gonna die. He's
Oh
like,
no.
well, we better. I was like, I'm gonna choke on my tongue.
Oh,
He's like, well,
my poor
that'll be good
baby.
practice when you're choking on dick. And I went back to bed. So I went to the hospital at one time. I got an IV of, some sort of antihistamine, some sort of steroid. And the IV, you've had IVs, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've had IVs a couple times. This IV for some reason was painful.
Oh
I don't know
no.
why, if it was the angle of my arm or the way she put it in, but an IV, for people who don't know, is they stab you with a needle, but then they just leave a plastic tube in there.
Mhm.
And the tube is what can put things in your bloodstream. And it was just an IV, and literally, a pack of a steroid that was just taped to my arm. It wasn't even like wired up to some sort of cannula thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Ooh.
But it was just a weird angle. It was painful. And then the medication made a very bad metallic taste in my mouth. And the nurse
Oh.
comes over and I was like, "Do you taste that shit? Do you taste that shit?" And she goes, "What?" I'm like, "I taste metal, like I'm eating a fork." And she goes, "Oh, the medication will do that. Let me get you some orange juice or apple juice." And
Mm-hmm.
can I tell you, that apple juice slapped
Oh.
so hard. There's nothing better
Wow.
than 4 in the morning ER emergency room apple juice out of a
I
Dixie
think
cup.
there's a lot of things
I
that
think
could
there's
be
a lot of
better than
slap
that.
more.
I think there's a lot that could slap more. I'm not gonna lie.
Will Smith.
Terrible, terrible. I've actually been on prednisone before though. I forget why. I was on it for some reason.
I'm assuming, I guess, was it an allergy thing, an inflammation
It
thing?
was some sort of inflammation thing. I don't remember exactly why I was on it.
Inflamed booty
It
hole.
could have been when I got my nose surgery and they gave it to me for the inflammation. I don't remember, or
Oh, could
something
have been.
else.
We've
Uh,
both had nose surgery. Why'd you copy me?
well, technically, I copied my sister because she got it done first,
Well, why
before
did your
both of
sister
us.
copy me? Oh,
Uh,
why did I copy your
yeah,
sister?
why did you copy my sister?
I mean, she's kind of enigmatic. She's kind of magnetic. It's kind of hard not to just,
Enigmatic,
yeah, enigmatic.
magnetic.
Yeah, those are
It's because she got the
words.
COVID vaccine.
We've all had the COVID vaccine.
Magnetic. No, are you not? Are you
Oh
not in
my
on that joke?
God. Oh, first Will Smith and now this.
Oh my god. Kind of speaking of this, not really. Different top. I don't know if you were done. Were you done?
No, yeah, I'm just sick. I just wanted to let people know I'm just sick.
Okay, yeah, and that's why you sound a little congested, a little coffee,
Coffee feet.
coffee fee.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had that. I had a good latte today. It was amazing. Anyway, since we didn't talk about this
Oh.
in the last episode, even though I wanted to, because it would be more prevalent. Anyway, it'll be a couple weeks since this event actually happened now. But whatever, I wanted to talk about it. We have a new Supreme Court justice. Um,
Yes.
she has been confirmed. It'll be a couple weeks since this has happened, but we have
Yeah.
Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. I really hope I said that right. Um,
Yeah.
she's the first Black woman to have been nominated and confirmed to the Supreme Court. You know what? I don't know about the nomination part, but first one to be confirmed.
Yes, definitely confirmed for sure.
Yes, and we didn't talk much about the hearings that went on.
Oh
I didn't
God.
really watch them, to be honest.
I saw some clips and they did not make me feel good.
I also saw some clips. The one that has been standing out the most on the Twitterverse and obviously Fox News and all those right wing news outlets is the question: what is a woman?
For $1.
For $1, name a woman.
What?
What is a
Is
woman?
a woman? What do you think of her answer?
Um, uh, I think, and I've watched a couple of TikToks about this, and I think that they're right. I think it was the right answer, as in
Yeah.
she didn't have to answer it because it could be like the word woman can mean different thing in different contexts depending on the case. So I think it was
Yeah.
a smart answer to be like, I would need an example, or like I can't answer you in a general speaking sense because it wouldn't make sense in the legal context.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was a good answer for her. It was the best answer for what she could say. But of
Yes.
course, right wing pundits and everybody had jumped on it as like, oh, she doesn't know what a woman is. Uh,
Fucking what's that white bitch's name? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Um, Marjorie Taylor Twat. She
Marjorie
was
Taylor
at
Twat.
she was at a town hall or some sort of congregation of her followers recently, and she goes, "I know what a woman is. A woman was made from Adam's rib,
Oh my God, I saw
formed
that
by
clip.
God. We are the weaker sex, but it's okay to be the weaker sex because we're meant to be, caretakers and partners with our husbands." And I'm like,
I hate her. Then why is she a politician then? Shouldn't she be at home then taking care of her children if she has any? I don't know. If that's what she
I,
thinks about her own sex, I mean.
yeah, and all right, keep going, and then I'll bring up this other point I had.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna say also, I feel like the answer to this could vary depending on what you're even asking. Like you're saying, what is a woman? Okay, are you asking about the gender, or are you asking about the sex? Like that, there was not really much clarification there because most, I feel like, even biologists, but most medical institutions differentiate between gender and sex. So like,
Yeah.
which one are they asking for here?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about chromosomal. Are we talking about genetics? Are we talking about identity? Are we talking
I
about presentation? Talking about genitalia? Like, what do we, yeah, what are we talking about?
Exactly. And I mean, just what is a woman? Okay. If it was me up on there, I would have been like, okay, you're asking me what a woman is. Do you mean the gender? Or do you mean the sex?
I would have been like, Ariana Grande already told us God is a woman.
Mood.
She fingered the planet in that music video. I love that.
Oh, I forgot about that. Why? Why did you make me remember that?
Because it's amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing. Go
God is a
ahead. What were you
woman.
gonna say?
Well, because there was that clip. There were a few others by other Republican notables, and a lot of people were saying these hearings are meant to um, decide and determine whether or not she is fit to be a Supreme Court justice.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to go over her skills and credentials. And I don't think a lot of, at least the clips that I saw from Republicans, were questioning her skills or credentials. They were trying to just get her in these sort of um, liberal, sort of left-leaning discussions on gender, sex, marriage equality, what constitutes, marriage between a man and a man, or a man and a woman and woman,
Yeah,
whatever.
race.
Uh,
There was a racism thing going around with that book
yeah.
and the
Eh,
babies.
Yes, and then there was that one older white, of course, white Republican talking about like, if you're supposed to sort of create the law of the land and, the court says that marriage is no longer between a man and a woman, how does that make those who have faith that it is between man and woman feel like?
Oh my god.
And I was like, I want her to be like, are you trying to say that you don't believe in gay marriage without saying outright that you don't believe in gay marriage?
I mean, I think that's pretty clear because still in the Republican Party platform, still to this day, still,
Do this day.
it says that they believe marriage should only be between a man and a woman. So,
And then this leads me to another point. There was Cory Booker who had his whole speech. He was having the whole conversation with her. But not
yeah.
conversation, he was talking to her. Basically praising her, obviously, and saying like, I know how you feel as a person of color going through this process. It can be difficult. And I thought it was a very impassioned speech. Cory Booker's very good at being emotional and pulling at heartstrings and getting a very empathetic response from people when he does his speeches. However, some other clips I saw with the Republicans, I was like, where are the conversations about her as an actual judge? Her as an actual prosecute, adjudicator of cases. Like, I don't care about this stuff. Like Cory Booker, you said a lot of nice things. I want to know, is she like good at her job? None of the questions that I saw gave me any indication. And of course, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I'm not in the field. I
Mhm.
can't know for a very good extent of how good she is. But like, I couldn't. I was like, she could be completely. I don't think she is. She could be dumb as a rock, but
Oh,
I wouldn't know that because these questions and these conversations weren't about her credentials. It just became a farce, and I'm like, oh my God, like I don't care.
it
She's
was.
not dumb as a rock. I'm not saying that. She's probably an extremely brilliant, bright woman,
Oh yeah, but like
and
it was all
must.
about. You're right. It's all about political culture wars.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, this is a little boring because I actually wanted the boring minutia of law and of being a judge because I was like, I'm interested.
I mean, like I said, I haven't really seen the clips that were going around are probably like the political culture war clips, but
Yeah.
maybe there were questions that happened that really did focus on her credentials, though I didn't see them because they were probably boring and the pundits couldn't use them for sound bites or anything, so they didn't go around.
Well, I want boring, you know? I think our lives are too hectic right now. I want some plain boring. I want some vanilla shit.
Some plain boring shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
so here's a question for you. What do you think a woman is?
I think a woman is just that.
It's just
Is just a woman. Anyone who self-describes as a woman is a woman, no matter what they look like, no matter what genitalia they have, no matter what their DNA says.
mhm.
Anyone who says they're a woman, I'm going to just say, okay, you're a woman. And if they want she, her pronouns, if they want they, them pronouns, if they even want he, him, or some other, because there's all those other varieties of pronouns, they're like, okay,
Okay.
sure. And you know what? I'm going to treat them as such until they, if they show me that they're evil people, then they're no longer a woman. Then they're just a cunt.
Then they're a cunt. They lose the
But
status, the
no, it's
gender of a woman. They become cunts.
same thing with men too. Evil men are just cunts.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just a woman is. I don't know why this stuff matters anymore. As we become more and more sort of not intellectually, but as a smarter, hopefully, species, a more open species, a more enlightened species, these kind of discerning qualities, I think, become way less important. Of course, when we're talking about genetics and we talk about medical issues, it is important to know, does someone have XY? Does someone have XX? Do they have triple X? Do they have XYY, XXY, whatever? Because those things will impact their health.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. But just because someone has XY does not mean they have to go around saying, I'm a man. That's not important. But when they
Yeah.
go to their doctor, they're not going to be like, oh, yeah, I don't have XY chromosomes and I'm going to hide. Like, no one's going to hide their medical information from people. Like, that's the only thing that matters. Only thing that matters
In a medical
is
sense, yes.
in a medical sense. That's it. Everything else in a social sense, it shouldn't matter. It does in a social sense, but it shouldn't. And I don't like that it still does. So this whole question of what is the woman?
What is a
Like I
woman?
said, God is a woman.
Even if your answer to that question was, okay, what is a woman? And you say someone someone with XX chromosomes. Let's say that's your answer. But
Yeah.
then you're like, okay, what about the person with three X's or the person with, XXY who has female genitalia? So like, what about those people? And then they'll come
Yeah.
back and be like, well, that's not the norm. Like most people fall into XX or
Right.
XY. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, sure, that is true. Most people do fall into those two. But I heard a pretty good analogy for this.
Oh yes, tell me.
um, and in the grand scheme of our universe, 99% of our universe is either dark matter or dark energy. And then the 1% is like, actual matter.
Yeah.
So does that 1%, which is the anomaly, not matter at all?
Oh.
Oh, because
Oh.
we're the anomalies, us, physical
Oh my
matter.
God, we're the 1%.
We are the 1%. Do we not matter?
We don't.
Anyway,
We don't. We don't
the
matter
point
in
of
the
the
grand.
thing is that statistical anomalies are important, as they are in all
Yeah.
in all stats. Sometimes you can remove your outliers in your data set, depending on what you're trying to do. But most of the time, outliers are going to be important. Why are they outliers? What are they doing? I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm a stats person, so
No, I mean from like if you look at it as a statistician and you say, okay, yeah, for the most part, people are XX and XY, and you base your, let's say, your legislation off of that, if you base your laws off of that, yeah, from a statistician's point of view, that sounds like a great idea because you're like, I'm doing the most for the most people. But, we also have to
exactly.
take in the human aspect of it. The fact that those outliers are actual people that
Yeah,
need protection, that need to be, acknowledged. So if you want to say, if you want the definition of what a woman is, you need to broaden your idea of what a woman actually is in outside of societal norms, outside of society.
Speaking of legislation too, is another funny thing that I saw, kind of on this
Is it
topic.
funny?
It is a little bit to me.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, that whole thing I think it was Utah. They passed I guess this isn't funny, but they passed a bill to ban
Liar.
transgender students from playing in the
See, this
other
is not
sport.
funny. This is not
No,
funny.
but here's the funny part: is that they I forget what study this was, but they looked at transgender kids in schools in Utah. There's only like one transgender woman in Utah in school.
Great.
Who's out? Obviously, there could be people who are not out.
Right, right.
But basically, your legislation is targeting this one person, this
Yep.
one transgender woman. And I just think that's crazy. You're gonna have legislation that targets
I
one person.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if she hated sports.
She doesn't even want to play.
She's like someone calls her like, "Oh my God, Susie, you can't play baseball anymore." And she's like, "I fucking hate baseball, Mark. Stop calling me."
She's like, I don't even
Rick.
care. I don't want to be in sport.
It's like I'm too busy playing D&D and fingering myself.
Oh,
God.
same.
Fingering my pussy that I had with my vaginoplasty because I wanted it. And also, trans women don't need to have bottom or top surgery to be trans women, but I wanted it, and that's my choice. Click.
Click. Bless.
Which
Anyway,
is
that
also something we should talk about. Not we, because we don't have stake in it, and we shouldn't. But like we as a queer community and as a community at
we
large,
as a society,
we
we as a
need to
group of
accept
people.
that trans and non-binary people don't need to have surgeries to be considered trans and non-binary.
I am just generally sick of
Trans people
trans people.
canceled.
No, no, no.
Canceled. Fucking canceled.
I'm sick of just like heteronormativity in general and like gender normativity in
Yeah,
general
I
as
just want
well.
to like I just want to rock out with my cock out to my like 7 partners of all different, expressions of gender and sexuality, and I want to have a big orgy with them and then live in like a multi-home unit where we just share everything.
It's dumb because like we as people put these rules on ourselves when we don't have to follow these rules.
You know, it's funny.
What?
I wouldn't mind what I just said. I know people are going to think I
Yeah.
was joking. I don't actually I wouldn't mind that at all.
I thought you were being serious. I was like, okay.
I am.
Uh,
I said it and I was like, I don't want, I was like, oh, it's coming off as a joke. But you know what? Listener, viewer, I don't mind that at all.
amazing.
I'm very open. Not just because I had all that diarrhea recently.
Oh,
I'm very open to a new, not even new, 'cause it's not new, it's not a new idea, but to non-traditional setups for any type of relationship, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a romantic relationship, just physical relationship, multiple partners, as long as everyone knows, as long as everyone's happy, as long as everyone's safe and honest and open, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't.
Fuck your friend and then
Oh,
have 7 boyfriends.
come over.
No, because you have to be with someone who also vibes with you on that same frequency. It's all about the vibe. As I get older, which by the way is probably why I'm getting sick, because I'm just older and my body is like, you got 2 years, hurry the fuck up, make it worth it.
You got games on your phone?
I got games on your phone. I think as I get older, it really just, people will be like, as you get older, you get more conservative, more Republican. I think I'm getting more loose.
Yeah. I feel that.
The diarrhea didn't help,
The
but I think I'm
asshole is
getting
just
more
getting
loose
wider and
and
wider.
liberal. Like, I'm I'm cool for like I'm cool for the vibe. I just want a good vibe. And if I have vibes with multiple people, I have vibes with multiple people. If it's vibing just one person, it's just one person. If I'm vibing just by myself, I'm vibing just by myself.
Vibing by it. Send vids, send pics,
Send pics.
send nudes.
Send nudes. Anyway, I got this for those at home.
What is that? It's a book that you're holding up.
Ocean Vuong's new book, Time is a Mother. This is a signed copy.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
how
It's
cute.
like, um, so Ocean Vuong, as I've gushed about before, is a poet and author. I believe he's a Vietnamese immigrant. Yes, born in Saigon. He currently lives in Massachusetts. He is as I've told you before, as I gushed about before, an
Mm.
amazing writer. His poetry and even his novel, his writing is just so fucking evocative and and just so emotive and lived in. So he has a new book. It's a new poetry book. It's not a new fiction book. It's a new poetry book.
Ah,
And a big chunk of it deals with the grief of losing his mother
ah.
and how he handles it. and I've only read a few poems so far. And I already love it. And there's just one little two-line thing, a part of a poem that I just want to give you a gift to all the viewers and
Read it to
listeners.
me. Read it to me.
I'm not gonna read the whole poem, even though they're poems, it's not too long, but what the fuck is it? Let's put in some fun vocals while I find this do 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 do
Is that
do
the
do do do
is that the ice
do.
cream truck song?
We don't have the rights. We don't have
We
the
don't.
rights. Okay,
Oh,
so yes, I think it's called Snow. Wait, is it Snow Theory? Wait, no, it's not Snow Theory. I lied. It's not Snow Theory. I just fucking read this. I'm so sorry, listener and viewer.
my God.
But anyway,
We'll see if I cut this part out where you're looking for the page. We'll see, or maybe I'll decide to keep it in.
you know what? I think the viewer and listener actually enjoy our little banter and our little, fun antics that we have. So I think they wouldn't mind this at all.
Okay,
Um,
well.
what's funny too? I've only read like five of the poems, and I don't even know where the fuck it is, and it's only
Did you not read
five of
them in
them
did
in
you
here.
not read them in order? Or is it not
No,
the
no, I
first
did.
five
I did
pages?
read the first five, and I was just like, where the fuck is it?
I think did you skip around? I don't know
Oh, here it
what I
is.
thought.
It is Snow Theory. I knew it. It's called Poem of Snow Theory. But I'm not gonna read the whole thing. So there's four lines that I want to read. I dog-eared the book and immediately thought of masturbation.
Oh,
Now, people who don't know, dog-earing is when you fold in the corner of a page.
okay.
I dog-eared the book and immediately thought of masturbation. How else do we return to ourselves but to fold the page so it points to the good part?
Cute.
So, like, you fold the page and it points towards not only the center of the book, but also towards you, the good part. And masturbation is a time where you can be good to yourself.
Do you dog ear your
Masturbate.
books? No, no. Well,
Yes to both. I do dog ear
I
the books.
also do.
I like a book that has been used. Um,
I like a man
okay.
that's been used.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna ignore what you said. I like a book that has been used in terms of like dog earring, unless it's like an art, like there's images on the book. Like if it's like a manga, I don't really like doing that because it'll crease the image.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I like that. I like the idea of it being worn, used, just like shoes, you know? Shoes are meant to be worn, they're meant to get dirty. Books are
Oh,
meant to
cute.
be opened, spines are meant to be, stretched.
So
It-
are you
it-
one of those people that you'll get like a pop figure and you'll open it up, and you'll put the
yeah,
figure somewhere?
yeah, as
I'm
you
one of
can
those people
see,
too.
you've got Batman, Nightwing, and then oh, you can't see it on the camera, but I have another one as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'm that person too. I'll take my pop figures out. I don't care about the vintage whole thing, like keeping it clean, keeping it vintage. No, I'm gonna take that. If I get a pop figure, I'm gonna take it out and put it where I want. Uh,
Right up your ass.
right up my ass. Anyway, speaking of books,
Oh, yeah.
here's a book that I wrote as a child.
Oh,
Uh,
wait. Okay, go on, go on.
I wrote this in fourth grade, and for some reason, like, got it published as an
Oh,
actual book. Um,
what?
it's not like available in bookstores or anything, but it's like an
Yes,
actual
like
hardcover book.
got it made.
Did you do this in fourth grade? Was this like a universal
No,
fourth grade thing?
no. Where did you go to fourth grade? What was your elementary school?
McDivitt Elementary School.
My younger brother goes there, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if they still do this, but basically, this
Well,
is a hardcover book that I wrote in fourth grade.
can I see the cover? Let me see
Yes,
the
I'm going to
cover.
show you the cover. I'm sorry for anyone who's listening on the podcast that they can't see the cover because the
Go to
cover is
YouTube.
just absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, oh my God.
So the
And that's
book,
you.
that's me in the corner there. Yeah, the story, if you can't see it, it's called The Invasion of Ice Cream. And it's literally like a very terribly, terribly drawn picture of like five ice cream cones surrounding a house that's also very poorly drawn and like shooting it with lasers or something. It is awful, absolutely awful.
Did you read it?
I read it and the writing, dear God.
You were like what, 8 10. Well, how old were you?
Uh, fourth grade, it would have been like 9 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The writing in this is atrocious, and it's actually kind of funny.
Can you
So,
give us just an excerpt?
yeah,
Can you
I'm
give us
gonna
a
give
little
you the
something?
first like 4 sentences.
Please, please. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay, and each page also has like a picture with it.
Okay, that looks like a booty hole. Everyone who's listening on a podcast platform, please go to the YouTube and skip to whatever minute this is on the podcast. That's a
it's,
booty hole.
it's actually a heart with a whole bunch
Girl,
of
that's a booty
veins. That's a
hole.
booty
Girl,
hole.
girl, that's a booty hole. And no one knew you were a fag.
Oh my god. All right, here's the first 4 sentences I will
Okay,
say.
tell me.
Okay. One day, I was just sitting in my seat at school doing work. A
Mm.
person was serving ice cream.
As they do, as they do.
As they do in a classroom.
Mm.
All of a sudden, when I looked out the window, I saw a flying ship. A flying ship. The flying
Cool.
ship shot out a laser. The ice cream came to life. Weird, I said.
Weird. And
Weird.
that's how when you become a famous author later on in life and you do a book reading, I want you to like, start the book reading going, no matter where you start out, whether you're in fourth grade writing and you hold it up, you're like, whether you're fourth grade writing about ice cream or you're, a 30-year-old, whatever, picking up a pen for the first time, you can do it.
Here we are. That'll be
Yeah.
the excerpt that I read. The next actually sentence is also weird.
Oh, tell me,
I
tell me.
go, I ran outside. When I looked left, an ice cream cone ate me. I'll leave it at that. I was eaten.
Dot
Eaten by
dot
an ice
dot
cream cone.
dot dot dot. We'll never know.
I'll leave it at that. And I read this whole thing and I'm like, what was going on in my fourth grade mind to have written this?
I actually wrote a story once.
Was it in fourth grade?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't published. It wasn't published, obviously. It wasn't produced in a hardcover, although I did print it out, and it
Oh.
was it was bound in a little tiny like black clip, basically.
Hmm.
No, I wrote it like when I was in like I don't know, like freshman high school or like an eighth grader.
Okay, so better than
Uh,
what I wrote
no,
probably.
it was still trash. It was still god awful. It was completely terrible, and I have it somewhere. Maybe one day we'll do a little swap. You give me what you wrote, I'll give you what I wrote.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll do a
this
swap.
this will be good. This will be fun.
Can you give me a synopsis? What was it about?
Oh my God, it was about two siblings, two brothers, because I always wanted a brother when I was younger.
Hmm.
And they're vampires.
Ah.
And it's about they're just like they're young, they're like in high school or whatever. It's just about their lives. And
Oh.
craziness ensues, blood, zombies,
Oh, zombies. Wow.
this
Cute.
hot bitch that they end up having to fight later.
Wow. Amazing. It's probably better than my Invasion of Ice Cream story.
It's not, I don't think, no, I don't think
You
it
don't
is.
know how wild this story gets.
Well, just because it's wild doesn't mean it's bad.
Maybe I'll put it on TikTok. Maybe I'll do a TikTok reading and
Oh my
I'll read through some
God.
of this crazy
Like
book.
part one, part two, part three, part
Yeah,
four.
yeah. It'll be a nice
Yeah.
TikTok series. We'll see. We'll see.
I
That was
love that.
wild. Um just generally speaking about books though, I've been like craving a new book to read. Like a new specifically a gay romance novel, fiction
Mm.
specifically.
Oh, oh,
Um
oh, oh,
re-
oh, I
rec-
have one.
recommend me something. And
Oh,
I will preface this by saying, please do not give me one that's about high school kids. I want it to be about adults.
okay, well, oops. Oh,
Oops.
hold on. I gotta get out of my
Oh, he's gone. He is at his bookshelf.
Where's the other one? I think I told you about both of these already, you bitch.
Well,
Okay.
recommend them to me again because I've been craving
Okay.
a good one recently.
Well, this one is about, I believe this is a young person. I believe he's in high school or yeah. I
I don't
haven't,
want
I
that
haven't. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you anyway, just in case the reader wants to read it. Or the
Okay, tell
reader,
me.
the listener. It is called Felix Ever After. It is a trans character.
Ah.
Felix Love has never been in love, and yes, he's painfully aware of the irony. He desperately wants to know what it's like and why it seems so easy for everyone but him to find someone. What's worse is that even though he is proud of his identity, Felix also secretly fears that he's one marginalization too many, black, queer, and trans, to ever
Mm.
get his own happily ever after. When an anonymous student begins sending him transphobic messages after
Oh.
publicly posting Felix's dead name alongside images of him before he transitioned, Felix comes up with a plan for revenge. What he didn't count on is catfish scenario landing him in a quasi love triangle.
Oh.
But this is the one you should read called Less, and I'm still currently reading it because I'm a slow bitch.
Oh, is
Um,
this not a high school
no,
drama?
he's an older man.
Ooh, tell me about it.
Okay. You're a failed novelist about to turn 50. This is my story.
This is same.
A wedding invitation arrives in the mail. Your boyfriend of the past 9 years is engaged to someone else. You can't say yes; it would be too awkward, and you can't say no; it would look like defeat. On your desk are invitations to half-baked literary events around the world. Question: how do you arrange to skip town? Answer: you accept them all. What could possibly go wrong? Thus begins an around the world in 80 days fantasia that will take the novelist Arthur Less to Mexico, Italy, Germany, Morocco, India, and Japan and put thousands of miles between him and the plight he refuses to face. Welcome to the bestseller
Wow.
embraced by readers everywhere. A love story, a satire of the American abroad, a rumination on time and the human heart. Less shows a writer at the peak of his talents, raising the curtain on our shared human comedy written by Andrew Sean Greer.
And also written by probably an actual queer man. Is that true?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, I believe he is there about the author. Andrew Sean Greer is the author of 5 works of fiction. Don't care about that. Is he a fag? Well, this doesn't say if he's a gay man, but I think he is. But
I'll Google it later.
I started reading this and I love it. It won a Pulitzer Prize. I don't know if that's actually an indication of anything good. I don't
Well,
know
neither do I,
those.
honestly. Hmm.
But I've heard from not only myself, but other people that this is a very good novel and it is very fun so far.
Ooh.
So but this was more like I don't want to say this is more like Felix is more like fluffy, but I also do like a fluffy read sometimes. I do
Hmm.
like a high
Hmm.
school, like I do like a, you know, what's that book called? The Homo Sapien Agenda.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love
Yeah.
Simon, Homo sapien. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do like that every so often. So,
Listen, like, my problem with that is now I'm tired of it. Like,
well, you've had enough.
I've read enough high school gay dramas now. I think I've gone through enough of them.
Yeah, you've
Um,
saturated.
yeah, to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm a little older now. I'm obviously not in high school. I
Obviously.
want to read a story about someone who's a little bit more like me.
Yeah.
So maybe an older-ish person, even if it's an older person like in their 50s, I would be fine with reading that too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over the whole high school drama thing, but I would still like it to be a queer novel. So maybe I'll read the Less. Is that what it is?
Less.
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 If anyone who's listening to this podcast also has any recommendations similar to what I've described, feel free to tweet at us
Also,
at
look at this.
WDTGT Podcast. I'm
Look at
trying to talk to our listeners
at
here. What are you doing?
WDTGT podcast.
Yes, tweet at me your recommendations. What is
Look at this
that?
beautiful bookmark.
It is kind of beautiful. Too bad
It's
our
just
listeners on any podcast platform besides YouTube will not see it.
well, if they're there, they should go to YouTube so they can see it. Speaking of books, it was my birthday.
It was your
Um,
birthday. Hmm.
and my sibling got me gifts for my birthday, and then they got me the first 3 volumes
Oh,
of Soul Eater. Now, for people who are not on YouTube, go to YouTube and look. You can see the hardcovers. So, Soul Eater is a manga. It's an older manga. It's been over for a while. But the
mm.
lovely thing is that when manga get old and they're popular, they get re-released sometimes as hardcovers.
Oh, Pat's
For
leaving. He's left
example,
again. Oh, he's back.
Full Metal Alchemist has also
Oh,
been re-released. Yeah, I love that.
I love that.
It's Armstrong, and he's always has his shirt off, and he's super muscular. Look at that
Mm.
bicep.
Ooh.
Anyway, they're released as hardcovers too, and they always, they're black and white, obviously, because it's manga still, but the paper themselves, it's not cheap. Sort of, it's like a glossy finish paper. So
Right, right.
Soul Eater is getting the same treatment. So this is Full Metal Alchemist Full Metal Edition for the hardcover, and this is called Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition for the hardcovers. And I love a hardcover book.
I love
One of
me
the
a
things I
hardcover
don't
book.
like about manga is that it's soft cover.
Mm,
And I don't I like it. I like the sturdiness. I like the weight. I
mm.
like the weight because I know if I could pick it up and I could just beat someone to death with it, it's a
What?
good thing. So I got the first three. I'm super excited. I'm gonna fill out more of this bookshelf. I'm very excited. Um,
Yes.
yeah, I just think it's really cool. Yeah.
I've got two other books that I need to read as well. It's the
What are
my
they?
younger brother got them for me for Christmas. It's the two Kyoshi books that I have yet to read. The ones about
Oh,
Avatar Kyoshi.
lesbian.
Yes, I think that at least at some point during that book there is a lesbian relationship.
Of course, your younger brother got that for you.
My younger brother is also a big Avatar stan, so it makes sense.
It does make
My younger
sense.
brother actually got a Avatar tattoo, and I'm like, I want that.
Wait, what was it?
It's like the airbending symbol, like the symbol for the airbending tribe, like the three swirls. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? That's what he got. I'm like, I want that.
Where did he get it?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Did you see it?
I did see it. I don't know where he got it though. I didn't ask.
Was it a zoomed in photo like you couldn't see what body part it was? It could be a tramp stamp for all
Oh,
you
I
know.
understand what you're saying now. I thought you meant where in like where did he get it, like the tattoo parlor? Like
No, where
where?
is it on his
It's
body?
on his arm. Right,
Oh.
like on the wrist. That's
Ooh.
what I was trying to I was trying to show that before I thought
Oh,
wrong.
oh, oh. Okay.
Okay, I misinterpreted
Okay,
your
okay,
question.
okay.
My goodness, I need to read those books too, though. So maybe I'll get one of my gay books and I'll get the Kyoshi books and I'll read those as well. Got a
Yeah, I
lot
have
of
a
reading
lot
to do.
to read. I have a lot to read.
You know what you also have to do?
Don't tell me.
You need to finish Legends Arceus so that we can do our final
I
episode about it.
know, I know, I know, I know. I
Legends Arceus,
really.
sorry, with the hard C.
Yeah, it's a hard C. It's
Mm-hmm.
not cunt, it's cunt.
Suns. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Suns.
My little son. It sounds like you're saying son. And
Mm.
you can be my daddy. It's okay.
Great. Do you
Great.
have any more topics?
Yeah, there was one other thing I want to talk about. Last night I went to the club.
Yeah,
Went
and you
out to the
didn't invite
club.
me again.
Yeah. Because I thought we were just getting dinner. Because
And
I'm
then you went
sick.
to the club.
I'm sick, as I told people about a billion times already on this podcast.
Mm.
So Kelly was like, "Oh, our friends Julian and Tread want to go eat dinner." And I said, "Sure. Where are we going?" He's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to K Town, which is in the city.
Hmm.
We're gonna do some Korean barbecue or just some Korean food." So we went. I didn't eat that much. A lot of it was spicy. I'm white. I can't eat it.
Oh,
So they're like, "Oh, do you want to go to Dave and Buster's after this?" I'm like, "I guess. Okay, sure. It's
You
nearby."
want to get more
Since
sick, maybe?
we go to Dave and Buster's, thankfully we don't stay that long because it's like packed. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Dave and Buster's anymore.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's too much money. It's too packed. Not that great a game. So then they're like, "Oh, let's go see the drag show at Hardware Egypt," which you saw.
The same one. Is it the same
Yeah.
show or is it a different show?
No, Egypt does basically the same thing every Saturday.
Okay. Okay.
She'll do some numbers. She'll have two people or three people go on stage, do a lip sync, do drag roulette. It's fun though because the new people always make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So we go, we see Egypt. We had soju at dinner. I had like two little glasses of it because I was like, I don't feel well, and for some reason when it hit my throat, because my throat's been pretty rough from all the coughing, it burned more so.
Mm.
And it was also yogurt flavored soju, which is thick,
Ooh,
like
interesting.
daddy's cummies almost.
Ooh. Mm.
Um, and I the consistency with my throat, I didn't like it. It wasn't the vibe.
You took a cum shot.
Yeah, it didn't taste bad though. It tasted good, so I'd much rather drink that than cum.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I went to see Egypt. Egypt was lovely. She was like, "Oh my God, you guys are regulars." I was like, "Yes, we are." Tipped her a bunch. I saw Electrolyte. Electrolyte killed it for the first song. Then we left, and you're like, "Oh, let's go to Rise." And I was like, "A bar."
Here
I
we
was like,
go.
okay. And then Nathan showed up, and Nathan was already three sheets to the wind, had already been drinking a bunch. He goes, "I'm gonna get you drunk tonight." And I was like, You're not." Like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna get you a drink." I was like, "Okay, fine. If you want to get me a drink, fine." He's like, "Let's get you a shot." I was like, "What?"
Here we go.
Tequila. I take the tequila shot, I eat the lime, and for a good 3 minutes afterwards, I don't feel well. My mouth,
Mm.
my throat, everything feels off. It tasted awful. And then I was like, you know what? It's over. Nathan later, like 5 minutes later, "You need a drink." I'm
Another
gonna get you
one.
one. And I was like, you need a drink. He's like, I already have one. And he goes, what do you want? And I was like, well, what do you want? He's like, I already have a drink. I was like, no, what do you want out of life? Like, what do you want to do in life? He goes,
Oh,
that's
here we
not what we're
go.
talking about. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about, bitch.
Bring out the
And
real
then,
deep topics, the circle feeling
yeah,
time, distract him. I feel you.
but then Trent comes over. He goes, yeah, you do need another drink. And then Trent and Nathan bully me. Like, I got bullied at the bar
You got peer pressured.
by these two beautiful men. These two beautiful
Mm.
men bullied me into getting a drink, and then I nursed that drink for the whole night because I was like, I don't even want it. I finished it. I wasn't gonna waste money, but I nursed it.
You just
And
gotta,
then,
just hold it to
dur-
make it seem like you're still drinking so that they don't try to get you another one.
yeah. So then during the time at Rise, though, I sent you that video.
Yeah,
The DJ had remixed
yeah.
the Will Smith slap into music and clipped together videos of Will Smith smacking Chris Rock normally, and then Will Smith as the fish from that movie, and Chris Rock as the zebra and getting slapped. And then another one, which I sadly didn't get a picture of, was Will Smith walking up to Chris Rock, and there were two Smash Bros fucking icons for damage, and he slaps him, and it does that ching noise, like that ching, and then
Mm.
fucking Chris Rock going flying off the stage,
Yes.
and then one with Will Smith with a lightsaber going up to him, and everyone in the bar by the display. Everyone started to just stare, and we all had this lovely lived-in moment of going, "What the fuck is happening?" I took a video, and the stranger next to me, tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "You have to airdrop that to me." And I was like,
You.
"You know I'm going to." I airdropped it. I was like, "Who are you?" Because it was like 8 different fags phones there. He
Eight
clicks
different.
it, he gets it, and then and then to end the night, we go to Industry and Hush. We went to Hush first, which used to be therapy, which I wish it was still therapy because I don't like Hush as much. Hush
Hmm.
was about as packed as you could possibly get. It was disgusting. I was stepped on multiple times.
Oh,
And
okay.
Hush just has retro vintage porn playing.
Oh,
And I'm not
like
talking
literal,
about
like actual porn.
HBO softcore porn where it's like groins rubbing up against each other. No, I'm talking about cock.
Right. Like,
I saw a man on a video, a vintage video, some probably in the 80s or 70s, sucking dick, cock, shaft, and balls.
okay, all right.
And I was like, I gotta get out of here. And then we went to Industry, and I was so tired, I just vibed by the side of the wall. And then people started talking to me, and I was like, I don't know if you're hitting on me or trying to talk to me, but either way, I'm not here for it. And then I went
Hmm.
home, and yeah, and then I had a lovely morning this morning.
Oh, what happened this morning? That was lovely.
Oh, I went for a walk. I picked up the new Ocean Vuong book.
Mm.
I picked up a lot of bread from the Filipino bread house. I picked up my medication because, as I said, for the 18,000th time, I'm sick.
You FaceTime with me and only me, not Jackie specifically.
Yeah, Jackie, at King underscore Queen on Twitter if you want to go yell at them.
Oh, and you're still sick. All right, let's wrap up. Unless you had more to say about it, we can do a would you could
No,
you could you.
yeah, let's do that. I'm good to go.
All right, I'll do a quick one. Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Do a quick. These are quick. I feel like they're quick. Um, Pete Buttigieg.
Oh, okay.
Bernie Sanders
Okay.
and AOC.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, okay. I'm gonna have to marry AOC.
Aw, sweet.
I'm gonna have to fuck Pete.
You're gonna kill Bernie Sanders?
I'm gonna kill Bernie because Bernie is already there.
He's already
He's
gonna
at
die.
he's
Yeah.
at death's door.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's done enough. Like I don't think Bernie can do more. This is for real. I don't think Bernie can do more than he's ever done and like at this point.
I think
I
so
think
too.
he's done what he has to do. He like, sort of um started a fire under some liberals. He really, revved up some people, but I think he's kind of done. So, and he's also almost dead. So we're gonna kill him.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna fuck
mean,
Pete because Pete knows how to fuck because he's gay.
mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna marry OC just because she's so beautiful.
She is.
And she's intelligent, she's smart, obviously, and I think she's going places in the world. and I think it'd be a very progressive couple, you know, like a biracial couple. One of them's
Ooh.
gay, but they're still married,
Yeah,
so like
very,
there's
very
intrigue.
progressive. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't fuck because, you know, I'm not interested in fucking a woman yet. I mean, maybe I will be later, but as of now, we're not fucking.
Yeah, it's a very
We
platonic, marriage, which is
Yeah, it's like
fine.
we support each other in all endeavors except for sexual ones. We just have our own fuck buddies on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I have my boyfriend, she has hers.
Yeah.
Her brother.
Does she have a
Have you,
brother?
oh, hold on. How about this? I'm gonna give you my would you could you should you,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna look up the brother right now. Okay,
Okay.
so fuck Mary Kill.
Hmm.
Okay, um, we're gonna go with we're gonna do this is gonna be the Supreme Court edition, Supreme Court Justice
Oh,
Hearing edition.
oh God. Oh God.
Brett Kavanaugh,
Hmm.
because he was recently there.
Yeah.
The newest one, Jackson Brown, Ketanji
Ketanji Brown Jackson, yes.
Brown Jackson, and who was the woman that was also nominated last? What was her name?
Amy Coney
Coney
Barrett.
Barrett.
Okay.
So the three justices, three last justices we had. Fuck
Okay.
Mary Kill.
Okay. I think I have my answer. I think I know.
Okay, I think I know what you're gonna do too.
I think I'm going to kill Amy Coney Barrett.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were gonna go there, but all right.
I think she's too much. She's too into her religion. I'm just gonna kill her.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm gonna marry Kintanji.
Yeah.
Because she's just very lovely, and from what I've seen from those clips, she's very intelligent, and she could probably educate me on everything.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna fuck Brett Kavanaugh, and then I'm gonna film it in secret, and I'm gonna leak the sex tapes so that because the people who support him are probably all the homophobes. They're gonna hate him. They're gonna hate Brett Kavanaugh so much. It's gonna be the biggest scandal, and I'm gonna be like, yes.
Not you basically not sexually assaulting him, but
No. The sex is consensual.
sex crime. That's a sex crime, right?
It's gonna be some crime, yes. It's gonna be some sort of
Oh
crime,
my
but I'm still gonna
god.
do it.
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna kill Kavanaugh, fuck Barrett, and then marry
No,
Brown.
because if I fuck Barrett, she'll be like, yes, I'm turning the gay into the straight, like God's light and God is meant to be. No, I don't want that. I'm just gonna kill her.
Oh my god.
Um,
Anyway, so I'm about to send you something. You can react to this on the podcast. It's just a picture of AOC's hot brother, who, if I'm not mistaken, is queer.
oh my god, really? I love that.
I believe he is queer. I just sent you an article, but I'm going to send you a better picture of him in a second.
Is
I
this
think
the? Oh my goodness. Oh my good, the image out with Gabriel Ocasio-Cortez, AOC's hot little bro. I love
oh
that.
my god, if he called me little bro, if he called me little bro, I'm just going to
Oh
tell
my
you
god.
right now.
Okay, in that first picture you sent me, he looked hot, but in this second picture you sent me, he looked so cute. Ah, I
That
love a man
you
who can
got
rock both.
versatility.
I love a man who can rock both hot and cute somehow. I love it.
I just want to put this out to the universe. If I ever meet Gabriel Ocasio-Cortez and he calls me little bro, I am going to fucking die.
Are you tweeting this? I hope you are.
There's another article called Meet GOC, AOC's quote, hot gay rave hosting little brother.
I love this. And I also love in this picture you've sent me, he's wearing a Bernie 2016 shirt, which is lovely.
Yeah,
Absolutely lovely.
and lastly, I just want to end on a quick note. As everyone knows, I'm obsessed with Ocean Vuong. I just found out today that a friend of mine has a friend who used to, I think, date Ocean Vuong
Oh,
or knew him in a biblical sense.
mm.
And you know what? He said that, and I was like, what the fuck? And Ocean Vuong also liked my story on Instagram that I got
Ah.
his new book, and I melted a little bit. Ocean
Oh.
Vuong can also fucking get it too. Him and that like pup mask thing he was wearing on his Instagram,
Ooh,
he could kill me.
you can wear your new one that I got you. I didn't
I
talk about
asked Kel
that.
if I should wear. Oh God! All right, everyone. I own a pup mask because Jackie and Matt got it for me. I asked Kelly if I should wear it, and he said no.
Oh.
I
You
asked
wore
him
it
if
on
he'd
the
wear it.
podcast.
I'll wear it for stream.
Okay, you can wear it for stream. That's fine.
Yeah. It just gets hot in there.
Oh, I could imagine. Can't you take? You can take the muzzle off though, right? So you can breathe a little bit more.
You can take the muscle off. Yes, but then your skin still sweats, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have to have the air condition on. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna tweet this right now. If Gabriel Ocasio, I think it's Dash Cortez, right? I think it's a dash.
Yeah, Ocasio dash Cortez. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that. Anyway, while you're tweeting that, I'll go ahead and wrap us up
Yeah,
here.
wrap us up.
Thanks everybody for watching and listening to this episode of the What to the Gays Thing podcast. Go ahead and follow our Twitter at WDTGT podcast. To get this lovely tweet that Pat's about to post, and perhaps some more scandalous pictures. Who knows? Or videos. Who knows? Go ahead and follow us on Twitter to get those updates. We stream on Twitch at What Do the Gamers Think? GAYNERS. We've been playing a lot of Valheim recently. We've been having a lot of fun with Valheim. So come check us out. We stream on Mondays and Thursdays, usually around 8 or 8:30 US Eastern time. So go ahead and give us a follow there if you'd want. We also have a Discord server if you'd like to join us. It's called Pride Empire. You can just click on the Discord link in the description of the podcast or in the description of the YouTube. Anyway, which possible, go ahead, click on that, and join us and chat with us outside of, the episodes and the streams. Thanks, everybody, and I am Matt Klubeck.
And I am waiting for Gabriel Ocasio Cortez to be like, "Hey, little bro."
Hey, little bro.
Oh.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.